Well, hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Joe Labriola. I'm in Ramsey, New Jersey, and today we're doing our Q&A session for Team Reactive. This is all the ASEA questions that you have, and we're going to try to answer as many as we can today. I am filling in for Paul Tyra, who is away at an event, and I'm here to help you guys out. So if there's any questions that we have, the best way to do that is to go on to trhangout.com. You'll see underneath the video screen there that there's a comment section. And all you have to do is put your questions in there, and we will get to look at those and we'll answer them one by one and see what we can do to help you. Okay. So might as well start right off here. There was a little bit of a technical difficulty the other night. So what we're going to do is go back and answer one of the questions that was from Thursday night. So let me answer that one first. This one is from Suzanne Jordan, and it says, can you please discuss the significance of the bioagilitics label on the label of the ASEA redox supplement and the importance of the redox verification? Thank you. All right, Suzanne. Well, here's a great thing about what that bioagilitics label says. For our purposes, it's as associates, one of the difficult things has been to number one, get people to understand what redox signaling actually is. And secondly, it's been important for us to be able to have that independent verification. So there's a lot of people that will, especially when you're dealing with healthcare professionals, medical professionals, they want to know that there's been outside verification on this particular topic here. So having a third party that can give us that verification that says that, yes, these actually are redox signaling molecules in here, that's important for all of us as associates, but it's important for all those that are taking the product, number one, but it's also important for those that are looking at this from a scientific perspective, a very scientific perspective. So one of the things that has always been important for us was to be able to get the some sort of verification of how do we know that that's actually redox signaling molecules in there. And there's been, if you remember last year, for those of us that were have been around a while, or a couple of years ago, Dr. David Neiman had done a study for us that's actually showed that he proved that there were redox signaling molecules in the bottle of the ASEA redox supplement. So ASEA took it a little bit further. And what they did was they actually went to one of the highest authorities that they could, which was this company called Bioagilitics. So when you start getting your cases in as associates, you're going to start to see new, on the back, there's a label there that's going to show exactly this Bioagilitics stamp, and it says redox signaling. This is a redox supplement. So what does that mean for us? Well, that means that they have proven without a shadow of a doubt that using something called an assay, what they've done is they've proven that what is in the bottle is actually redox signaling molecules. Now, why Bioagilitics is so important is because of the fact that they are one of those companies that works with pharmaceutical companies all the time. They work for 8 of the 10 largest companies in the world right now, biotech firms, pharmaceutical companies. Bioagilitics is actually doing independent verification and testing for 8 of those 10 companies. So for our purposes, for ASEA's purposes, we now know that this is a very, very important stamp to have on there. And why that's so important for us is now, as an associate, we can, if we're looking at it from an associate standpoint, we are comfortable now to know that rather than having to pull out documents and say, well, here's what it is, here's what it is. Nope, the stamp is right there on the bottle. You just take a look at it and you can see that there is actually an independent company that has handled this and said, yes, absolutely 100%, those are redox signaling molecules that are in the bottle. Not only is it proven, but it's proven by one of the highest authorities that we have to be able to test whether or not that is the truth. And they have now actually created a very special test that's only specific to ASEA. And on top of that, they're actually testing it weekly for us. So for our purposes, we are getting it. ASEA is having their stock tested weekly to know that this is exactly what's going into this bottle. They don't have to worry about it. ASEA has plenty of quality controls on their own end from the production standpoint, but on top of that, we now have BioAgilytics that's also testing it once a week to actually know for sure that these are redox signaling molecules in this bottle, and they are going to stay that way as long as they're both in charge. So very, very exciting. So I hope that answered your question, Suzanne. We had a question this morning from Sharon Kimberly Cravens, and she actually has two questions. The first one is, will PayPal be offered as a method of payment anytime soon? There's nothing that I am aware of personally that will show that what the website is it handles all of the major credit cards as far as Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and Discover. So regarding that, they try to keep it within those payment plans. However, knowing that PayPal has been such an important part of what has gone on with, let's say, eBay and various other transactions, this may be something that they're looking into in the future. We'll have to get a further clarification on that from corporate, but I'm unaware of anything at this moment. Sharon's second question is there an annual charge for associateship status? On the application to become an associate, ask for $25 annually, just clarifying, thank you. In fact, no, that is not true. There is a one-time $40 fee to become an associate. There is no additional $25 fee. With that is a one-time fee that covers you. Now we do have ABC, the ASEA Business Coach, that is it's not on the application, but that is as good as you get for having an additional support in your corner to be able to make sure that you're utilizing that $40 associateship as well as you possibly can, and give you all the tools that you need for those. So, but to answer your question, no, there is only the one, just a single $40 associate fee, and that is it. So, if anybody has further questions, we can just kind of hang out and look on the TR Hangout there, trhangout.com, and just put your comments in underneath, and we'll be sure to get to them. In the meantime, let me go over just a couple of important things that everybody needs to know. The first one is there was an email that came out yesterday from corporate that says that for the Total Health 150 promotion, the sign up is now that you only need 100 PV to have the patients to have your sign up to get enrolled in that into that actual promotion. So that actually makes our life a lot easier. Now we're going to be able to enroll them with less, and as long as they stay on that 150 PV auto ship, which is, as we heard during convention, 1 case and 2 tubes. Now we're looking at actually being able to really maximize that promotion for all of us. So that's an important clarification that they came out with yesterday, and that'll help everybody to kind of move along a little bit better with their enrollment process. So it's really much easier for all of us, and we're looking forward to that. The second thing is to make sure that if you have not yet, that you sign up for Jeannie, the ASEA Business Coach. We have seen some incredible results with the ASEA Business Coach already. Just people being able to have so much more confidence, be able to talk with people, to be able to know exactly what is actually happening in their back office, to know the things that they're supposed to say, the things that they shouldn't say. I mean, how much better does it get for you to have an actual script that just you can just scroll straight down and say, when the person says this, then I'm going to say this. When this person says this, I'm going to say this. It doesn't get any easier than that. And if you're new to this business, it's one of the tricks of the trade is to be able to know exactly how to talk to people what to say, when to say it. We get lots of people that feel as though they've pushed people away or they've done too much. For our purposes, when you look at the ASEA business coach and having Jeannie right there with you and being able to say, listen, this is how exactly what you're supposed to do. You don't have to think anymore. This is really the easiest way to do things. And there's no other company right now that has anything close to this. So we want to really maximize this as best we can. And we let Jeannie help you. It's so important to be able to make that right first impression. And many times we, myself included, my wife, Dr. Pilar, we had a tendency to spill. We wanted to tell everybody in the world about redox signaling. And then we found out that we were clearly saying too much. We were doing too little to be able to actually get the person from where they were supposed to be from one point to the next point to the next point, because we wanted to just throw up and say everything at one time. And by really having that guideline to be able to help you to really say the right things that you need to say at the right times, it doesn't get any better than that. So make sure that if you have not enrolled, all you have to do is go into your back office, click on Jeannie's picture. You'll see her sitting right there in the center, and just click and get enrolled, because this will make your business life tremendously easier. Also wanted to point out that there's several events, post-convention events that are going on that are really going to carry the momentum that we had from convention and get more people involved. We have a big event, for example, in New York on May 30th. We have Chuck Funky, the CEO of ASEA. We have Madeline Lewis, the creator of the ASEA business coach. And we have lots and lots of Triple Diamonds. It's being hosted by Triple Diamond executives Foster and Terry Malmed. We have lots of people coming to the New York area to really keep the momentum. We've been telling all of our team, we've been telling all of our associates, just get there, because you want to hear these new things. You want to hear the new stuff that's been going on. And you want to get around that energy. When you have convention, that anybody that's been there would agree that there's nothing like the energy that goes on with convention. The importance of the event cannot be understated, and the fact that we have, all of us are we're all in it together, and when we see all this wonderful stuff going on, it makes all of our energies just go sky high, and we can't wait to go tell everybody. Well, now's the time. Now you get to that local or regional event, and you can talk to all those people that you've talked to that have said, well, you may be this and that. Listen, just come and see what this event is all about. Just see and learn and meet the people, meet the corporate people that are involved, meet everyone that's there, so that you can have a real good understanding. And that sometimes we've seen many times where these events have been able to take somebody who was on the fence about a decision and really create a better understanding of ASEA and the company and the culture and the products for themselves. And it's the old stranger with a briefcase, as we all know, that there's a lot of times where you can tell somebody and tell somebody and tell somebody, but then they'll hear the same exact thing from the person that's sitting next to them on a park bench, and all of a sudden they have more credibility than you after you've talked all that time. So for where we're going with these events is really to try to just drum up as much energy as we can, to get all of our team members to bring people, to get all of our associates together, and just carry on that fire for a convention. That we need to keep that momentum going, and it's been very exciting ever since we've gotten back, and things have just really been going great. And let's keep it up. So we have an event coming up in New York on May 30th. We also have another one on June 6th in Gaithersburg, Maryland, and they're going to be big. So make sure that you're getting there. So okay, well, as of now, I don't have any further questions that have come up on the trhangout.com site. So with that, I'm going to probably sign off here. And if there are questions that you have in the future, just all you have to do is just, again, go right back to this site, trhangout.com, put them into the comment section in that underneath that little video screen there. And all you have to do is just put your question, and we'll get your questions answered, and you're going to hear them and actually answered live right here on these Hangouts. So I look forward to talking with you guys soon at some point in the future. Paul Tyra will be back next week to man the controls, and you'll probably hear from several other Triple Diamonds that will be able to really help us get this thing moving. Okay? Thanks again. And again, if you have any questions, just log them in down there. All right. Thanks a lot. Take care.